Hello, hello. How we all doing? Back again, another video. This time with a match preview for our trip to Hull. Hope you're all alright. Hope you've all had a decent week. Not suffering the cold too much. Has been absolutely brassic. So hope anybody working outside's been wrapped up warm. And anybody travelling tomorrow, wrapped up warm. It's going to be a cold day tomorrow. So on to Hull. So we're looking to try and bounce back from our poor second half performance against West Brom on Monday night. As I said in the review, it was a shocking second half performance. We didn't turn up like we haven't done many times this season. So can we put two good halves of football together and try and get a positive result? To be fair, we've been better away from home this season. Our home form's been shit, to be honest. It's been absolutely shocking. So I think playing away from home kind of suits us. But Hull, so they're having a bit of a tough season. They're currently sitting in 22nd place, I think. But as West Brom proved that missing out, similar kind of situation. They have changed the manager. I think they appointed Liam Rosenior on the 3rd of November. So like I said, same type of situation as West Brom. Struggling, they've made a change. Has he made a difference? Well, I've got the stats here. He was appointed 3rd of November. He replaced Short at Arvaladze. So since then he's played 4. He's won 1, he's drew 2 and lost 1. So he's not done too bad. Scored 4, conceded 4, and he's taken 5 points from these 4 games. And that included, I think they went to Watford in the last game and got a 0-0 draw. So, that's definitely a positive result. Going there and getting a point, as we did. But they're currently sitting in 22nd place. But like I said, are they in a false position? Time will tell come into the season, but we've got to go there and we've got to be on our guard to try and alleviate what happened to us on Monday night. They have got the 3rd worst home record in all this season in the Championship. They've only won I think it's 4 games at home, but interestingly enough they've not drew any. They've either won or they lost. So there's won 4 and they've drew 7. But they've conceded, they've scored 11 and they've conceded 20 at home. So the D conceded a lot of goals at home, and that might be in our favour. If we start the way we started against West Brom, we can get a decent start. But I just feel at the minute if we're not kind of 2 goals up, we'll start shitting ourselves. When we don't get that second goal and kill teams off, we seem to get nervous. We'll start sitting off teams. We'll drop deeper and deeper. Gives them an incentive, and then it's you can see what's going to happen. You can see what's going to happen. So I hope Tony Mowbray has come up with a plan, or he's been working on that to try and alleviate and try and get us to play 2 good halves of football, not just 1. Because it's really, really frustrating the amount of points that we've chucked away this season. And considering that we could have moved up to 7th on Monday, is doubly annoying. But we'll wait and see. Injury wise, on a plus point for us is that I think their star midfield player's out. He's the Greek player Dimitrios Pelakas, or Pelios I think he's called. He's been one of their best players this season. He's out for 3 months, so they're going to miss him. But on the other side, the centre forward, I think he's got 8 goals this season. The Oscar Estupian, the Colombian, he's been out for 3 games. He's back tomorrow, so he'll be looking to get back on the goal scoring trail for them. For us, listening to Tony Mowbray's press conference, he says that Ballard and Stewart are going to travel. Will they play? I don't know. I think Michu might travel, but he might not be risked, but he'll be travelling with the squad. So we're pretty much at full strength, but I want to touch on Stewart a little bit later. So I didn't know what I've got a sneaky feeling that he might play 3 centre-halves tomorrow. So this is my team. What I think he might play, I've just got a sneaky feeling he's going to go back to like a 3-5-2. I think he's going to have Patterson in goal, and I think he's going to go with Bat, O'Nien and Serkin. And I think he's going to go with Gooch and Elise as the wing backs, with Dan Neil and Corey Evans in the middle. And I think he'll have Diallo, Pritchard and Ellis Sims. That's the team I think he's going to play. I've just got a feeling that he's not going to risk Stewart or Ballard. And I think the subs will probably be Bass, Ballard, Hume, Barr, Matete, Clark and Stewart. So, but that's still the team that can definitely go in there and compete. You know, when we're on our game, we're a match for anybody, but we can't do it for 2 halves, and that is the worrying thing. But I think we're going to go down there, and I think we'll win. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win. So prediction is there. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win. I just think the at home might be a little bit the same as us. You know, they concede a goal, fans get on the back. You know, the pressure's kind of off us away from home. We seem to be playing with a lot more freedom and a lot more confidence away from home. You know, I think we've got the 4th best home record and 4th best away record in the league, which, you know, is proof in the pudding. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 win. So let us know what your score predictions are in the comments below. As always, for the away games, I'll be putting an away day guide for anybody travelling down there, just for parking and pubs and what you like I normally do. So I want him to move on to Ross Stewart. Now I hope I'm wrong, you know, but if he's not in the squad tomorrow, or if he doesn't play him, you know, for me, I'm worried that they're going to sell him in January. You know, there's noise coming at the club that he wants to stay and he wants to sign a contract, but I'm not too sure. And if he's not in the squad tomorrow, I'd be worried. You know, because to me that says that they're not going to risk him. They're not going to risk him getting injured before January, so they can sell him. Like I say, I hope I'm wrong. I hope tomorrow he does play, and I hope he comes off the bench, and I hope he's in the squad. But I've just got this awful feeling that the writing's on the wall, and he's going to go in January. Having said that, you know, how much do we sell him for? I put a poll out on the channel this afternoon just to see how many, you know, how if we sell him, what should we realistically expect? You know, do we get between 0 and 5? Do we get between 5 and 10, or do we get, you know, 10 plus? You know, what's he worth? Is he going to go to a championship team? Is he going to get in the Premier League? Is he going to go back to Scotland? You know, he's been linked with, I think Middlesbrough have been linked with him. I think Rangers, as we know, has been linked with him. Premier League teams, I don't know which Premier League team would buy him. Everton, possibly. If he was to go under the championship team, I think I'd be mightily pissed off. You know, to allow him to go to a rival, is not the way we should begin. I mean, you know, I don't believe it all, but if he is going to go, I'd rather see him progress his career into the Premier League, or in the Scottish Premier. You know, against the Rangers, you know, he could be playing, you know, European football next season. So, but like I say, I hope I'm wrong. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Let's see where he is. Hopefully, you know, I'm totally wide of the mark, and he is playing, and he does score. It's just, you know, a little bit worrying where for me, he was supposed to have been fit at the Millwall game. He could have played, wasn't in the squad. Tony Mowbray said yes, he's going to be in the squad for the West Brom game. Wasn't. So, maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I didn't know. And we know the history we've got of selling our best players, so, but we'll wait and see. But like I say, that's the review. That's my thoughts on Ross Stewart. Let us know what your thoughts are below. Tomorrow's game, it is on Sky. It's on the red button, so anybody who's got Sky, just press the red button, it'll be on there, where you can watch it live. I'll be doing a match review, you know, after the game tomorrow, hopefully with another 3 points and we've moved up the league. Just on a few games time, Wigan away is now sold out. I think it's going to be something like 4,500 down at Wigan, so you know, yet again, massive support. We'll follow them all out. But like so anybody travelling down to the game, obviously we know the weather's bad, but when I can still be going down there in your thousands. But have a safe trip, you know, take it easy. Bring back them 3 points with you, and watch out for the review. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hull fans, if you watch, you know, best luck for tomorrow. Hope it's a good game, and all the best for the rest of the season. But until then, take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.